Back to school after a COVID scare.
My daughter, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I say, no, don't be scared.
My mum was telling me about it and stuff. I was going to be like 2 weeks off and I got pretty worried because I'm enjoying year 6 so far.
COVID-19 cases at 3 Perth schools saw students queuing for tests on Wednesday, with around 400 students and dozens of staff who were deemed close contacts told to isolate for 2 weeks.
14 days staying at home, it's really hard.
It's definitely not sustainable, no way.
I kind of trust what they're doing at the moment, so I don't know, it seems to be working. I suppose time's just going to tell.
By Thursday afternoon, the virus had spread to another Perth school, with a Year 12 student from Atwell College testing positive. As the number of children forced to isolate continues to mount, there's growing calls for WA to relax its isolation rules for close contacts.
The second week of quarantine or furloughing is doing social and economic damage with very little, if any, benefit, and we call on the government to reduce this to 7 days for the children.
The business lobby also wants the 7-day quarantine rule brought in now.
While we're waiting, we're going to see the impacts on workers and on businesses where they are completely healthy, they've been potentially triple dosed and they've had a negative PCR test and they're not able to work.
We'll eventually move to 7-day quarantining and in certain circumstances people will still be able to go to school and go to work. But at this point in time, because we have very low case numbers, we take a precautionary approach.
The Premier is holding off on setting a new date to fully open the state's borders, but the Prime Minister says Mark McGowan made the right call by delaying the February 5 reopening.
Yeah, I think he did. I mean, Omicron, as we learned over the summer, is a completely different virus. The things we were doing before don't work the same way under the Omicron virus.
The Prime Minister's comments show a dramatic change of tune compared with his previous calls for WA to stick with the national reopening plan. Scott Morrison making it clear he's keen to avoid picking a fight with the WA Premier in the lead up to the federal election. Rhiannon Shine, ABC News.